Y'all know I love a good shortcut in the kitchen, but my potato salad is too good not to make from scratch. This is the best way to make potato salad. Okay, so what makes a good potato salad? Well, in my opinion, it's gotta be creamy with little bits of crunchy freshness in there. It's gotta have tang and just a little kick to it. So that's what I'm gonna do. I like to use russet potatoes for my potato salad because this helps with that creaminess because they break down after they're cooked. If you don't want that texture and you want big chunks of potatoes, then go with something a little waxier like a red potato or a Yukon Gold. Also, these are the least expensive potatoes, so you can make a whole batch of potato salad for pennies. I like to peel my potatoes for my potato salad, especially when you're using russets because they tend to separate from the flesh and you don't want just pieces of peel in your potato salad. Summertime is just the perfect time for potato salad with all the picnics, grill outs. It's kind of a staple. My potato salad is going to be mayonnaise based. I'm sure that will get some comments, but listen, I think it originated in the South and a Southern style classic potato salad is mayonnaise based. If you're making a mayonnaise-based potato salad, you want to keep it cold if you're serving it outside. You want to cube your potatoes in about 1.5 inch pieces and just add them to your pot, cover it with water. And we're also going to add our eggs in at the same time. Yes, eggs are an essential ingredient to a good classic potato salad, but you can kill 2 birds with 1 stone by boiling them with your potatoes. Okay, I'm going to add in the eggs while I'm starting my potatoes. Once your water comes up to a boil, we're gonna simmer these for 9 minutes, pull them out and shock them. Our potatoes should be done about the same time, but if they're not, just take your eggs out first. Don't forget to salt your water when you're boiling potatoes. It's important for them to absorb that salt in the beginning versus trying to salt them afterwards. It gets way too salty when the salt just sits on the surface. Now for those fresh elements. I love just the fresh crunch of some celery. I think it adds the perfect amount of flavor and kick. Listen, this is worth it, okay? Just a little bit of prep with some fresh vegetables. I like using green onion for my potato salad, and I use the whites and the green part. You get that kind of herby freshness from the green, but that oniony taste from the whites without it being too strong like a raw white onion. This next ingredient I think is important, and it's what takes my potato salad up to another level by adding some fresh dill. This flavor is gonna mimic the pickle that comes later, and I just love it. I love it with potatoes. Speaking of pickles, this here is my next secret ingredient. You can find a good sweet and spicy pickle like this that also has that dill flavor. To me, it's the perfect bite because I do love dill relish, but I also like sweet relish when it comes to potato salad. We're adding in a little bit of that pickle juice too. Classically, you would add in a little bit of vinegar, so of course, pickle juice is mostly vinegar, so why not? We're basically making all the dressing first, and then we'll toss in our potatoes and eggs later because we don't want to, puree our potatoes. I do a mixture of mayonnaise and sour cream because I love the way the sour cream adds that little tang and cuts through that mayonnaise a little bit. Now, time for the kick with the mustard. If you're from the South like me, when you grew up with potato salad, it was always yellow in color. I don't make mine super bright yellow like what I remember, but a little pale yellow is perfect. Smells good, super fresh, very tangy, and we're about ready for our potatoes and eggs. All right, we've been simmering for about 9 minutes, so I'm gonna take my eggs out and put them in an ice water bath, just like you would normal hard-boiled eggs. You'll also see that our potatoes are fork tender, so we're gonna drain our potatoes and put this all together. Potatoes are still a little bit warm. That's a good thing, that's okay. And you can tell they're kind of crumbling apart. So at this point, I'm just gonna kind of fold it in. If you want a really super mashed potato salad, you can go further, similar to how you would for like mashed potatoes. I do like to still have some chunks of potatoes in there, so this is good for me. As good as this looks, it's not quite ready. The final step to making a perfect potato salad is to let it sit in the fridge. You want all those flavors to come together, so I would say at least 2 hours, but it's always better the next day. Get it looking pretty. It's ready to go. I like to chill it in its serving bowl until it's time to serve. A couple finishing touches. For me, it's a sprinkle of paprika because that's just screams potato salad at a cookout for me. But if you're gonna have my grandmother's potato salad, it's always gonna be topped with some sliced green olives. I don't know, it just feels like I should do that, so I will. You won't be disappointed. I hope you try this potato salad recipe at your next cookout. It's the perfect potato salad, and this is the perfect bite. Sometimes I impress myself. Comment below and let me know what you want to see me make next. In the meantime, when it comes to potato salad, you can cook that.
Better be watching that chicken before you cook it.
We're gonna have a talk about that on another show.